Hi students, now we are talking about centrifugal force, which is a pseudo force, and it arises when a body circulating on a circular path, is observed from a reference frame situated on the object itself. We must know pseudo force is basically a wrong perception which arises because of a non-inertial reference frame. As we had studied earlier, this non-inertial reference frame is the frame of reference which is moving with some acceleration with respect to ground. So, if we want to describe this pseudo force in pinpointed manner, then we must say that non-inertial means accelerated. Non-inertial means accelerated. So an accelerated frame of reference is treated as non-inertial reference frame, and laws of motion, Newton's first law, second law, and third law, in combined form are said to be laws of motion. Out of these three laws, only the second law is having some mathematical utility. And as we have observed the facts about that particular body from a accelerated reference frame, so our observation will not be accurate. That observation will have some wrong perception regarding the acceleration of particle. That's why we cannot apply F equal to ma under the shown conditions. So we can say laws of motion are not applicable in such reference frames. Here, pseudo force helps us to apply laws of motion under these conditions. Wrongly perceived force can be treated as FPS equal to minus of mass into acceleration of reference frame. Here we can say this is acceleration of reference frame, and minus sign used here shows that pseudo force acts opposite to acceleration of reference frame. Consider a reference frame situated at object itself. So consider a reference frame situated at object itself, and object is moving on a circular path. If we assume this reference frame on the object itself, then obviously this reference frame is also revolving in this circular path, for which this reference frame will have a centripetal acceleration towards the center. I have marked it here by blue letters. V square by r, it is the acceleration of reference frame, which is due to its velocity v on this circular track. So at the same instant, if we observe the object marked by blue circle, from the reference frame which we have chosen as x, y, z, which have acceleration v square by r towards center, so on object a pseudo force will be observed by the observer equal to mass of the body m multiplied by acceleration, centripetal acceleration of the reference frame. And as you know, pseudo force at opposite to acceleration of the reference frame. That's why this pseudo force mv square by r is directed away from the center, and this is the centrifugal force. Consider an example in which here reference frame is moving on a circular path of radius small r, and a particle is moving on a concentric circular path of radius capital R. Find centrifugal force on particle as seen from given reference frame. It has been given to us that velocity of reference frame is v. Now the solution to this question is, as we know, pseudo force, it is equal to negative of mass of the body or particle into acceleration of reference frame. Here, if we talk about the magnitude, it is equal to, so as per the definition of the value of the force of pseudo nature, we can write this force FPS is equal to minus of the mass of the body is to be given, the mass of the body is given to be m, and acceleration of reference frame is v square upon small r in the direction of radius r cap. So mass of the body is m, acceleration of reference frame is v square upon r in the direction minus r cap, where r cap is the unit vector along the radius. So finally we got answer mv square by r in the direction r cap. Thanks. Happy learning.